Heartbreaking defeat. Eala confronts Czech sensation Tereza Valentova at WTA 250 Osaka Open. The early morning air in Osaka carried a sense of calm and anticipation. The scent of cherry blossoms drifted through the breeze that swept across the Utsubo Tennis Center. Fans began to gather, waving flags, some from the Philippines, others from the Czech Republic, their faces glowing with pride and hope. It was not just another WTA 250 match. For Eala, it was another chapter in her story of resilience. For Tereza Valentova, it was a chance to prove that her Czech precision could topple the rising star of Southeast Asia. As the sun peeked over the stands, the court shimmered in gold. Eala walked out with her familiar determination, calm eyes, ponytail neatly tied, a silent promise hidden behind her confident stride. She had faced storms before. Injury battles, ranking drops, and the heavy weight of national expectation. Yet this match felt personal. Her opponent, Tereza Valentova, the teenage sensation from the Czech Republic, stood across the net like a mirror of her younger self. Tall, athletic, and brimming with unshaken belief, Valentova had the kind of energy that electrified a crowd even before the first serve. The announcer's voice echoed to the court. "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from the Philippines, Eala." A roar followed. Flags waved. Someone in the crowd shouted, "Puso Alex, kaya mo yan." And then, with a grin and a wave, Valentova was introduced. The crowd split in their cheers, but the tension between the two young women was undeniable. A clash of willpower, youth, and destiny. First set, a storm begins. The first serve cracked through the air like thunder. Valentova unleashed a 187 kilometers per hour bullet down the tee line. An ace. Eala smiled faintly. "Okay," she whispered to herself. Game on. The Czechs' game was built on aggression. Big serves, heavy forehands, and fearless net rushes. Eala, by contrast, was all about rhythm. She preferred constructing points, waiting for that perfect moment to strike. For the first few games, the scoreboard danced like a metronome. 1-1, 2-2, 3-3. Every rally was a test of patience and precision. The crowd gasped as both players slid, lunged, and grunted through 20-shot rallies. At deuce, Eala fired a cross-court backhand that painted the line. "Vamos!" she cried, fist clenched. But Valentova responded with a powerful forehand winner that left Eala frozen mid-step. It was tennis poetry, fire meeting finesse. The first set reached 5-5. The pressure built. Then came a fateful moment. A double fault from Eala. The ball clipped the net and fell back on her side. She sighed, her shoulders dropping. Valentova pounced on the opportunity, breaking to 6-5, and then holding serve to take the first set 7-5. The Czech crowd erupted. Eala walked to her chair, her towel hiding the frustration in her eyes. She glanced toward her coach, who gestured calmly. Reset. Next set. Flashbacks of fire. As she sipped her water, flashes of memory ran through her mind. Her junior days at Rafael Nadal Academy, the long nights of practice, the morning she ran to the rain back home in Manila. She remembered her first ITF title at age 15. Her mother crying on the phone, her father's voice telling her, "You were born for this, Anik." But professional tennis was never just about talent. It was about surviving heartbreaks, losing by an inch, watching your dreams slip through a net cord, and still showing up the next day with your heart intact. Stay present, she told herself. Every point counts. Second set, the fight back. The second set began with a new rhythm. Eala found her groove. She shortened the rallies, took early returns, and started to dictate the pace. At 2-1, she produced a stunning rally. 27 shots of pure artistry, ending with a screaming forehand winner. The Filipino fans went wild, chanting her name. Valentova, shaken, began to falter. Her first serves clipped the net more often. Her footwork stiffened. Eala broke her serve, taking a 4-2 lead. The sound of "Go, Alex" echoed around the court. The Osaka sun now blazed overhead, beads of sweat glistening on both players' faces. But Valentova was not done. With fearless striking, she fought back, breaking Eala's serve at 4-3. The battle intensified, deuce after deuce. Rallies that stretched over a minute. A test of lungs, legs, and nerves. At 6-5, Eala had a set point. Valentova served. Eala returned deep, then rushed the net and volleyed wide. Groans from the crowd. The Czech held her serve. Tiebreak. In the breaker, Eala fought like a lioness. She led 5-3, then 6-4. 2 set points. Valentova saved both with backhand winners that cut through the air like a blade. Finally, at 8-7, Eala produced a majestic drop shot. Valentova sprinted but couldn't reach it. The crowd roared as Eala raised her fist. Set to the Philippines. 7-6, 8-6. Match level, 1 set all. The decider. Both women stood at the baseline before the third set began. Sweat-soaked, breathing heavy, eyes locked. The umpire called. Final set. Eala to serve. The tension was thick enough to taste. Eala started strong, holding serve to love. Valentova answered with the same. At 2-2, something shifted. Valentova began hitting deeper, cleaner. Her backhand, once shaky, became a weapon. She broke Eala's serve after a grueling 10-minute game. Eala's shoulders tightened. Her timing slipped. 2 unforced errors in a row gave Valentova a 4-2 lead. Still, Eala refused to bow. She broke back to 4-3, then held for 4-4. The crowd was on its feet. Every point felt like a lifetime. Valentova's father clenched his fists in the stands. Eala's fans chanted prayers under their breath. At 5-5, Eala faced break point. A long rally ensued, Eala defending with moonballs, Valentova pounding the corners. Then a slice from Eala caught the tape and rolled back. The gasp that followed felt like a collective heartbreak. Valentova broke, 6-5. With unrelenting focus, the Czechs served for the match. 15-0, 30-0, 30-15, 40-15. 2 match points. Eala hit a return winner, 40-30, then another deep return, forcing deuce. The crowd screamed. Could she break again? But Valentova held her nerve, slamming an ace down the tee. Match point again. And then a forehand down the line. Clean. Untouchable. Game. Set match. Tereza Valentova wins 7-5. 6-7. 7-5. The Czech dropped her racket, covering her face in disbelief. A promise to the future. The next morning, she was back on court, practicing serves, forehands, footwork. Sweat poured, but her eyes were alive. Her coach watched silently, nodding in approval. She's different, he told an interviewer later. She doesn't stay down. She learns. And so, while the world moved on to the next tournament, Eala quietly rebuilt, because she knew one day the same Czech girl might stand across from her again. And next time, she'd be ready. Epilogue. The beauty of defeat. Tennis is not only about trophies. It's about moments. The silences between serves, the courage to stand after falling, and the grace to smile through heartbreak. In Osaka, under the glow of Japan's autumn sky, Eala showed the world what that looked like. Her defeat was not the end. It was a heartbeat of a story still being written, one rally, one dream, one tear at a time. And as the lights dimmed on the Osaka Open, one truth remained clear. Dizzy sometimes, the most beautiful stories are born from heartbreak. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.